The Philippines is an archipelagic state situated at a crucial crossroads of major sea lanes in Southeast Asia. It sees itself as a key player in the Indo-Pacific region, especially given the importance of the South China Sea for global trade and regional security. This strategic location gives the Philippines leverage, but also exposes it to intense geopolitical competition, particularly between China and the US. It strongly emphasizes sovereignty and territorial rights, especially regarding the contested areas in the South China Sea or the West Philippine Sea. The 2016 United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea arbitration ruling in its favor was a major affirmation of its territorial claims. But the Philippines is nowhere near competing with China militarily or economically. While wary of China's assertiveness in the South China Sea, it also depends on Chinese investments and trade. It pursues a pragmatic foreign policy to avoid being caught in a full-blown rivalry, but is increasingly leaning toward closer security cooperation with like-minded partners. They need friends, and historically, the US has been their closest security ally, providing military assistance, training, and acting as a security guarantor against external threats. The relationship fluctuated under Duterte, ties cooled somewhat, and under Donald Trump, it was even worse as he blurred the line between America's allies and its adversaries. The Philippines knows it has to play a bigger role in regional security architecture. It seeks partnerships beyond traditional allies, like ASEAN countries that also face China's aggressive assertiveness. It wants to expand closer ties with Japan, Australia, and European countries. Japan's support mostly focuses on maritime domain awareness and coast guard capabilities, coastal radars, patrol boats, and surveillance systems. Similarly, France is supplying a batch of fast patrol craft for maritime security. These are mostly defensive gear, meant to boost maritime security, law enforcement, search and rescue, and monitoring in the tricky South China Sea area. However, India is ready to provide the Philippines not only with defensive systems, but also offensive ones. India has already given them one of the best cruise missiles out there, and when a country shares its most advanced military equipment, like India's BrahMos missile, it's more than just a simple arms sale. BrahMos is a crucial national asset, usually kept under tight control. Sharing it shows that India considers the other country a trusted strategic partner and wants to strengthen defense and diplomatic ties. India also understands the importance of playing a bigger role in the Indo-Pacific region and expanding its influence beyond its immediate neighborhood. Its navy is growing rapidly, faster than some experts expected, adding homegrown systems like aircraft carriers, nuclear submarines, and overseas military bases. Its defense infrastructure is not what it was 10 years ago. Still, it's playing catch-up to China's defense buildup, but it's a fast catch-up. With a growing economy, it's logical that India's military will also grow. Now, it wants to expand defense ties with like-minded partners like Egypt, Armenia, the Philippines, Argentina, and Brazil. The Philippines has prioritized strengthening its military amid South China Sea tensions. Its 10-year, Horizon 3 modernization plan allocates $35 billion for upgrades. Key projects include submarines and anti-ship missiles. During President Marcos Jr.'s 2025 state visit to India, Manila confirmed it is seeking more Indian weaponry as both sides elevated ties to a strategic partnership, signaling deeper cooperation. In Marcos's words, India's weapons have been very enlightening and are considered core deterrents. India can supply maritime and air defense systems that match the Philippines' needs for deterrence and surveillance. By contrast, offensive systems like long-range ballistic missiles or advanced fighters are less relevant. For example, the Philippines already sources fighter jets from others, and ballistic weapons would escalate tensions without clear benefit. However, the Philippines became the first foreign buyer of India's BrahMos supersonic missile. 3 shore-based batteries capped at 290 kilometers are being deployed. Philippine officials call the BrahMos a core element of the nation's deterrent capability. Manila has ordered a second batch, underscoring its value for coastal defense. These shore-based launchers give the Philippines a high-speed, high-precision area denial weapon, directly countering hostile surface warships near its territory. Manila has also expressed interest in India's Akash medium-range air defense system. In early 2025, Reuters reported a $200 million deal is expected, covering Akash launchers and radars. Akash can protect key bases and ships from aircraft or missiles, and was recently exported to Armenia as well. Equipping the Philippines with Akash batteries would strengthen its layered air defense around islands and assets. Beyond Akash itself, AI-driven Akash-tier integrated air defense network could also benefit the Philippines. Akash-tier fuses data from multiple radars and automates target tracking and engagement, meaning Philippine sensors like coastal radars, ship radars, etc. could be networked with SAM units to respond faster to incoming threats. The Philippines must patrol thousands of islands and vast sea lanes. It already deploys small drones like American Scan Eagle UAVs for maritime reconnaissance. India could help by supplying or jointly developing unmanned aerial and surface drones for surveillance. Indian origin radars or electro-optical systems could strengthen the Philippines' maritime domain awareness. Philippine officials have long pushed for their dream submarines, and India can help make that a reality. Horizon 3 allocates funds specifically for 2 submarines and related infrastructure. India has built 6 Kalvari-class diesel-electric subs and is capable of exporting similar boats. More immediately, India is helping develop submarine basing in the Philippines. A Reuters brief confirmed talks on submarine infrastructure during the 2025 visit. Providing even 1 or 2 Indian subs or offering technology transfer would greatly boost Manila's stealthy deterrence, but cost is a big factor. Submarines can covertly monitor Chinese ships and patrol Philippine waters. In parallel, India could assist with training and bases to make subs operational. The Philippines' navy is still modest. India could offer larger combatants like corvettes, frigates, or offshore patrol vessels built in Indian shipyards. For example, India's Commodore-class corvettes or Project 17A frigates provide true blue water capability. Such vessels, equipped with BrahMos or other missiles, guns, and torpedoes, would give the Philippine Navy real deterrent power. Practically, the Philippines may choose smaller OPVs first. Still, India could help by building medium-sized ships and training crews. With long experience in smaller warships like fast attack craft and OPVs, India's defense industry also produces tanks and artillery, though these are less urgent for the Philippines, which faces no land invasion threat. Its budget is tight, so heavy tanks or mountain guns are the priority. India could still offer utility helicopters or coastal artillery. On the air power side, India's Tejas light fighter has been touted for export, but it relies on US-made engines, and Washington has proven less reliable than India's other defense partners such as France and Russia. In fact, the US has struggled to fulfill its commitment under a 99-engine deal, with delivery delays and a sluggish export pace. Given India has no frontline fighter exports to date, jets are unlikely. Ballistic missiles are even less relevant. The Philippines' defense posture is defensive, not power projection, so it has no obvious use for offensive missiles. In sum, the best Indian systems for the Philippines are those that enhance maritime and aerial defense. Already, BrahMos anti-ship missiles top the list. Manila sees them as force multipliers that raise the cost for any aggressor. Supplementing BrahMos with Indian air defense systems would round out the Philippine deterrent by protecting key islands and bases from air attack. Surveillance drones and sensors come next, since situational awareness is critical over the archipelago. Going beyond missiles, submarines represent a long-term game changer. Finally, larger naval vessels like corvettes or frigates could be offered as the Philippine Navy expands, though these are costly and slower to acquire.